So this was a really good opportunity to kind of do some things, This was Biscayne Park, going up here and cleaning the slides, play sets, playground, and the swings over there. And one thing that kind of immediately popped up was everything was going to be weird that day. So just kind of taking that in. One of the things that definitely first happened was we got rained out. So living in Miami, rain is a thing. So it was just raining and raining and raining. I tried to slip this job in with a morning job before it, and it just didn't happen. We kept catching afternoon rain. So with the afternoon rains there, the first 2 days we couldn't actually even get anything done. So the third day, this is the day I came in and we're filming for these particular videos. I was finally able to get in there, get underneath the canopy, and then we figure out that the garden hose we had didn't reach. So I was like, okay, great, I have to go get another garden hose. Extended that garden hose and then extended another 25 feet. So we had 250 feet of garden hose to get to the machine, to get from the water spigot, which is on the other side of this building, all the way to the playground. So that was the thing. It was a whole thing. Once we were finally kind of able to get that done and accomplished, I started shooting, and all of a sudden the nozzle on my fan tip isn't working. Right? It's just splashing everywhere. So I called my guy Harrison over at Hot Thing. He's like, hey, I gotta fix the ball bearings, what's going on? And he said, oh, grab a chisel and hammer. I'm like, bro, I'm in the middle of the field. He's like, you should have a chisel and hammer. That's a good point. So, for everybody out there, make sure that you have some extra stuff in your truck. Luckily, I was able to kind of fix this by running back to my house, and from my house I had my old wand. I was able to switch the wands out. On the machines, of course, when I went to switch the wands, I had a male-to-male issue with the wand cord, so I had to switch that to a female with the quick connects, and it was just a whole thing. But finally got shooting about 3 hours after I arrived on the site because of all this madness. And finally get the wand going, I'm able to get the studs together. So with this particular clean, because it's a lot of the playground material, I didn't want to go too hard with the SH. So we kind of nixed the SH, went with a vinegar blend, with that good old green degrease to make it try to cut through a little bit. So went pretty well, for this particular first run. I think the hardest thing to deal with was the rain. We just had a whole bunch of rain this day. So, if you look at these videos, you'll see me. I have the pressure washer ducked off underneath the playground to try to keep it dry. Make sure we don't get it wet during the rain. So that worked out well. We had a tarp going too. So it was an interesting thing. So we hit all of the playground equipment, the tops, the roofs. The hardest part about that is there's just so much dirt and grime on there anyway. The best thing that you can do is do a deep dive and then probably get a maintenance plan and just have somebody come in there once a month and pressure wash it, hit it with some good cleaner and make sure that it's cleaned down, because it's super difficult once it gets grimed up. You'll see in some of these pictures and some of these videos, you'll see the before and afters, like the swings are super difficult to get to. So thankfully we were able to do that. I actually got a call from the manager of the park to come back out and retouch up a couple of pieces, which obviously was cool. It's just a matter of dealing with the rain and just couldn't get to it. So the next video, their setup will be just me going back through for the touch-ups and showing how the touch-ups looked before we went in there, after we went in there. So, as always, like, subscribe, tell a friend, and, as I always like to say, goodbye ground, hello shine. Alright, it's your guy, Power Wash Pops. Y'all be well.
Mm-hmm.